I don't have a body. I'm just light. I'm a gold light surrounded by darkness. Welcome back to the Past Life Archives. I'm Kylie King, a hypnotherapist and past life regressionist. These stories that I share are sessions from my work with clients, shared with their permission. Names and identifying details have been changed for privacy. This session, I say that every session resonates with me, which is, if you've been watching now for the past, this is number 6, you're probably like, Kylie, you say every session resonates with you. But the over 200 sessions I've done, I wanted to pick these ones to sort of start with first because each of them resonated with me in a deep way. I feel like every session resonates with me a deep way. And I remember first getting into past life regression. And of course, for those who don't know, I've also studied my QHHT, so my quantum healing hypnosis technique, which is with Dolores Cannon, and also my beyond quantum healing. And I remember reading something that Dolores had written about, some lives are just digging potato lives. And I remember getting so offended by that because I was like, digging potato lives, but sometimes the smallest lives have the most greatest impact, or they have the biggest lessons, because it's all about ignoring the noise and being simple and, just being. Every life is important. Every story deserves to be told. And this is why we've got the past life archives. But anyway, in this session, this one threw me for a work because the client didn't go into a past life on Earth. So with these sessions, not everyone goes into a past life. Sometimes they'll go into a future life. Sometimes they will remember parts in this life. They could go to different beings, different planets, different dimensions, wherever we want to go. Every session is unique. Every session is different. And it's the same with clients, right? So every client that I meet and every person I work with is unique and different. And so are their stories, and so are their past lives. So in this session, the client didn't go into a past life on Earth. He didn't see a body. He didn't see a face. He didn't even see a place. He just found himself in darkness. But it wasn't scary darkness. It was not like it was just empty. From the way he described it during this session, there was a vast, soft space. And when I asked, like, can you tell me a bit about yourself if you don't perceive to have a body? Can you tell me what you're seeing? Can you feel what you are? He said, I'm just light. I'm a gold light of energy. And he said, I'm not floating in space. There's no up, there's no down, there's no ground. There's just awareness. And there's movement in every direction. I can expand out massive. I can even look like a firework, or I can shrink down until I'm really, really small. And in his words, I can be tiny, I can be huge, and I can be as big as the sun. I'm just a golden light of energy in this space. No thoughts, no identity, no mission, just being. Just being in this moment, being this beautiful gold light, just being. And when I asked how it felt not to have a body, he didn't hesitate. He was response like, amazing. I feel like energy. When I asked about how you would feel if you had to be in a physical body. Now, we know that during the session and the client's in trance and they're laying on the bed in front of me, they are in a physical body, but they're speaking from this past life. So I'm asking, what do you think it would feel like to be in a physical body, even though in this life they are in a physical body? And was not interested in being a physical body. I do not want to be in a physical body. It feels yuck to me. They're restrictive, they're confining, they're trapping. It's like trying to compress this big, beautiful golden light sun into something so small and constrictive, and I am not interested, which is fair enough. So, as we were continuing the session, something changed. At one point, he said, I feel a call. Not a voice, it was more a knowing, like he was being summoned. And I said, oh, who is summoning you? What is happening? And he said, I've been called and it's now my turn to go to Earth. And when I asked if he wanted to go, he said, no, I don't want to go. Not because I'm afraid, but because here in this moment, as this ball of light, I can expand. And in a body, I feel trapped. So after waiting some time, he shared with me that eventually he said yes. And I know he said yes because he was the client that was before me, right? But he didn't do it for himself, he did it for others. He said that his purpose for his next life, or his purpose as his next life as a human, was to help and to change the energy. He's not here to save the world. He's not here to fix anything, to bring his energy into the physical world, that big, beautiful golden light. Bring it to earth, to be present, to be compassionate, and to shine. And then he said something that stopped me, and I think it's so important. So I'm going to share it exactly as he said, because I feel like when anyone does a past life session or they believe that they're here for a mission, we all think it's big things. It has to be earth shattering, and we're here to change the world, which some of us are here to do that. But if we all unite together, every action we do is helping someone and it's changing the world for someone. And he said, details don't matter, jobs don't matter, money doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is bringing your energy to earth. Okay. So this session reframed how I think about purpose, right? Because I've always been told, okay, what's your next goal? What are you achieving? Are you going to save the world? Are you going to be the prime minister? Are you going to say, cure cancer? All this sort of type of things. But not everything is about careers, achievements, goals. Sometimes it's just about presence and compassion, how we make people feel. Because the soul didn't care what we did. It didn't care if we worked a job and we slaved away or that we did, certain things, but it cared about what it was, right? It's not what we did, what it was. How did you make other people feel? How were you in this world? So, some things to think about. Have a think of this. Maybe between lives, we don't review our mistakes. Maybe we don't get judged and maybe we don't get graded. Maybe we just remember what it feels like to exist without limits. And then, when we choose to come back, not to be perfect, but to bring a little bit more light into a very dense world. What do you think? Let me know below. I would love your thoughts on this. And if this episode resonated with you, make sure you're subscribed to the Past Life Archives. I release new stories every week. And if you've ever felt like this world is a little bit too heavy sometimes, you might remember what it's like to be light. And if you're interested in exploring your own past lives, please check out my links in the description below. Thank you.